There is a career mistake most corporate professionals make that doesn't even look like a mistake at all. It looks like being professional, it looks like trusting the system, but underneath it, it quietly removes your control. Let's fix that. The mistake is this: people outsource their career, not on purpose, and nobody wakes up thinking, oh, I'm going to hand over my trajectory today. But slowly, without noticing, they start treating their manager as the thing that decides what happens next, instead of treating it as one input into something that they are steering. And it usually shows up first around promotion. People assume a promotion is decided in the moment that it is discussed, but in reality, by that point, a lot of the decision has already been shaped. I had a conversation recently with someone who told me that their manager had said, "You're strong at this level, so a promotion isn't likely in this cycle." And what stood out wasn't the comment, it was how normal it felt for a manager to be able to say that and for it to be something that is then accepted. And I've seen this pattern a lot. Not this cycle, you're doing well where you are, we'll revisit it later. Most people take that as final instead of questioning how that conclusion was formed. I've also had a manager tell me directly, "You're not getting the senior manager promotion this year. It is not happening." And internally, I thought, no, there's still time in the year. I can do this. I did not want to let just one view define my trajectory, but I didn't ignore it because that was a clear signal of where I was at. Something wasn't translating to trust at that next level just yet. I said I still wanted to try and go for it. I built more evidence. I stayed in the process. I continued to try to perform at that level I thought would get me the promotion. And I even still went forward and had my senior manager panel. And that mattered because I got experience, feedback, and visibility that I probably wouldn't have got otherwise. But it only worked not because I was being stubborn. I was making sure I knew exactly where I was at, what I was strong on, and the things that could justify a yes. Persistence without that doesn't really help, but persistence with that is leverage. Promotion decisions aren't made just in the promotion meeting. They're formed over time through what I call the promotion recipe. 7 ingredients that determine every single promotion outcome. That's what's being built in the background long before the conversation happens. Most people walk into the year-end discussions thinking it's a pitch. By then, the pattern is already formed, not by just your manager, but by how you've been constantly interpreted over time. And if you're not actively shaping that, other people will. And one thing most people miss is this: it's not just your manager who has a say in the outcome of your career. As you progress, your visibility is shaped across multiple signals. Stakeholders such as your colleagues, senior leaders, clients, rooms you've worked in, work you've influenced. And what actually gets assessed is a combined signal of all of that, which is why relying on one lens is risky because it flattens how you are actually seen. Not because you're doing less, but because you're being interpreted too narrowly. So, how do people get stuck? They react to not this cycle, maybe next year, and they wait, but they don't ask what is driving it. Effort isn't the variable, alignment is. Senior people don't reward effort, they reward relief. People who reduce friction, people who already feel like they are operating at that next level. That's the subtext. So, what do you do with this? You stop treating not this cycle if you're told in the middle of the year as final. It's not an endpoint, it's a signal about a current pattern, and patterns can be changed. When I got that feedback, I, of course, didn't argue. I respected the viewpoint, but I also didn't accept it as fixed. I kept building, increasing exposure, and what changed isn't the outcome immediately. Doing this doesn't mean you are definitely now going to get a yes. It does change your positioning, how you then make things either easier or harder to justify about you. And that's what most people miss. Not every shift is visible immediately. I, in the end, did not get the promotion, but I did get the experience and a lot more closer. That's because I understood the patterns and tried to really work on that signal. So ask yourself this: what do I actually own in my career right now? Not what depends on someone else, not what you're waiting for approval on, but what is actually in your control? What needs to actually change for this to be a yes? What does ready actually mean? And what am I being compared against? And where is the gap between how I see myself and how I'm positioned? Most people never ask these. That's why nothing changes. The mistake isn't trusting your manager, it's assuming one conversation defines your trajectory, when actually it's a pattern built over time. And once you see that, you stop reacting and you start shaping. If you want to go deeper into the promotion recipe, the link is in the description. I'm Jag Dhaliwal. Let's keep getting into the subtext, and I'll see you next week.